Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Helzie here from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today it is a midweek mini project. I am actually starting to love this day of the week. It is so much fun. I pick one stamp set from the mini catalogue and I create 3 cards with no prior clue or ideas of where I'm going. Today I'm using the Boughs and Blossoms cling stamp set that's from the mini catalogue. Haven't even used it yet. This is a complete new set to me. Look, they are all shiny and new. So this is going to be an interesting little experiment. I've got my card bases here. I've already cut them and scored them and ready to go. Let's see what trouble we can get into, shall we? So first up, I'm going to grab myself a piece of basic white cardstock, 10.5 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, and I'm going to do some masking. Shock horror. I love masking. This is my actual go-to technique, I feel. So you just need a ruler and you need a pencil, and I am going to do myself a little line. Actually, I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut it from, what did I say it was, 10.5, 14.8. So I'm going to do it at 10. By 14.3. So this will then give us a little bit of a frame on the card, which will be nice with this card. Okay. So then I'm going to take my card and I'm going to draw myself a little line across it. I'm going to do it at about 11 centimetres. No, I'm not. 10 centimetres. Don't listen to me. Okay, and then I'm going to do another one at, well, I'm using the width of my ruler, but it's about 7 centimetres. I've done it lightly so I can rub that out afterwards. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of pieces of post-it notes and I'm actually just going to chop these. So I'm just going to, this is the sticky bit, this is the non-sticky bit, and I'm just going to sort of chop them so that they're about, probably a bit smaller than that actually, so that they'll fit in my gap anyway. Might even go smaller than that, to be fair. Right, run it along the card. Oh, look at that, I've actually cut it into the actual sticky bit. Honestly, sometimes my head just goes. There's a few sheets here. I think I've done 3, so I can just run that along that line. Run that along that line and chipping it off. And then I can run along that line. I've totally masked off the middle of my card now. Okay, so I'm going to play with this one here because I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to pick a really bright colour. So I'm going to pick Calypso Coral. Okay, ink it up. Ooh, stamp it down. And same on the bottom bit. Okay. I'm then going to take this one. And what colour shall I use? Now I think I'm going to go for Merry Mallow. Oh, this is going to be a nice dark card. Don't often do dark cards. These are interesting colours for me. Right, Merry Mallow. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I stamped with Merry Mallow. And I think the ink pad is proving that. So, right, next up, I'm going to do this bit here. And I'm going to do that with a nice neutral colour. I think I'm going to do that with Sahara Sand. Okay, and then I'm going to grab these leaves here. And just to keep the darkish theme going, I'm going to take Mossy Meadow, which is slightly deeper green. Pop a leaf on. And then I'm just going to remove my post-it note. Okay. Pop my lid on all of these, but I'm going to keep the lid off Calypso Coral. I'm going to do my sentiment in Calypso Coral. So where's my rubber? Let me just rub off my pencil lines. Grab the sentiment, and I'm going to do a thank you. Oh, do you know what? That looks, I love that colour scheme actually. These are colours I don't often use. In fact, if you ask me to put my favourite colours in order, these would have probably been at the very, very bottom. So you see that gap on the card now is looking quite nice. Yeah, so these wouldn't have been usual Helzie colours, but sometimes it's nice to do differing things, isn't it? So card number 1. I'll come back and put the embellishments on at the end like usual. I'm going to cut the next one down as well. So what did I say it was? It was I'm cutting it to 10 by 14.3, wasn't I? So it gave it a edge. Okay, I'm going to grab some scrap cardstock. Take my flower, which was my Calypso Coral flower from the time before, and I'm going to come up from the bottom. Merry Mellow. I'm going to keep the same colours. They're already out. The stamps have already got the inks on them. And like I said, I liked it, so I'm not going to change much with it. Okay, I've made a bit of a mess up there, which I'm not that keen on. So I think I'm just going to use Calypso Coral to go over it. Merry Mellow perhaps on this bit. And then on this bit here, some crumb cake. No, I wasn't using crumb cake, I was using Sahara sand. Okay. And then, do I carry on up or? Oh, I quite like it like that. I think I'm going to put my sentiment there actually. Yes. Thank you again. In Calypso Coral again. Oh. No. How can I tidy that up? I tidied that one up, but how can I tidy this? So this happens if you're watching. This happens when you get the ink on your top of your stamp here, and then you don't hold your hand straight. You hold your hand wonky. I've got wonky hands at the best of times. Oh, hells. Now, how are you going to cover this up? I don't even think a ribbon is going to cover it up because it's too close to the... maybe. No, I don't like it with a ribbon. I didn't want a ribbon on it. Oh. Okay. Don't worry, I've got an idea. I think. Let's just stick this onto my card base. Oh, what a moment, what a moment. What an idiot, what an idiot. There is always ways to save your cards. Lesson for today. If you make a mistake, there is ways to fix it. Right. Let's put that on there. And then I'm going to grab our... What am I going to grab? We have these new pebbles. And I'm just going to grab a couple of these ones at this end. So these are like the light smoky slate versions. And I'm going to put one there. Look at that. As if it was just there by accident. One just across that one there to take away any... Oh no, it wasn't long enough. Oh dear. Let's pop it there. Pop a shorter one next to it. Oh, am I making this worse or better? And then I'm going to pop another two so it doesn't look like it's covering up a mess over here. Just so it looks like I've put two pebbles together on each one. Okay, fixed it. I haven't, but I have. While I'm on it, let's go on to this one here with a thank you. I'm going to be using these grey ones here. I'm just going to pop them in the corner just like that. Right. Oh, that card is doomed, isn't it? Look at that. It fell in the ink. Did you see it fall back over here? Oh, right. This is a really bad midweek mini. It's a really beautiful set, but I am definitely failing today. Instead of saying subscribe to me at the end of this video, I think I'm going to say unsubscribe. Press this button. Oh dear me. Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Really simple. Calypso coral, my favourite plant from this set. My dodgy hands again. Two sides of paper, turn it over, wipe around there. There we go. Where's the thank you? I'm going to do that in Tuxedo Black. Let me just wipe it on my chamois. Thank you. This is all I'm trusting myself to do now. I'm a massive fail, aren't I? What a bad day today. What a bad day. Oh, Helen. Of course, of course, of course. Just for fun. Right. Let's get this stuck on the card. Right. Move everything off. I'm going to put some of the black dots on this one. Card number 3, card number 2 and card number 1. Oh, hang on. There we go. Look at that. There's not much I can really do to save that, in all fairness. That is pretty much gone. I'm trying to think. Other than a great big sort of sentiment at the top, Right, okay, I'm not gonna let this beat me. So what I've decided to do, piece of basic white, Calypso Coral with my Calypso Coral stamp that I love. Let me okay. This one in the Merry Mallow. Calypso Coral. Merry Mallow. Okay, leaf in Mossy Meadow. And that little twiggy thing in Sahara Sand. Snippety snip. I'm going to save this card purely because I said to you that every mistake could be saved, and then went on to say I ruined the card and it was unsavable, which I feel kind of missold to you all. So I'm now setting myself a task to live by my earlier comment and save my mistake. And then I think I'm going to go for a very strong cup of tea, sit down, have a word with myself. What do you reckon? And say to myself, Helz, you didn't half mess that card up. But this is truth. I've been saying this with all my midweek minis, and I said it with all my midweek minis last year. I don't edit these videos. I don't restart them. I literally just go, and whatever happens, happens. So you get it live from the craft room. And this is proof. Right. Ta-da! Okay, so we're noticing the issue now, aren't we? I haven't really stamped very fair, and it's going to cover the thank you, which is not ideal. It's also going to cover all of those delightful embellishments I've put on there after I worked those out so smartly. Okay, so I'm just going to chop a slight bit off the top so that it doesn't cover my thank you. All these inks, everything else away, away, away. In those videos that I say to you, now put the lid back on your ink pads. This is exactly why I say it. Right. Do you know what? I am really, really impressed with this workaround. So I'm just going to grab my my dimensionals. I've got a top piece there that's from an old sheet. I had started on a new sheet earlier, but goodness knows where I put them, so I'll have to start on another new sheet. This is what really annoys me as well. I'm a dab hand at this. I lose dimensional sheets, and then I end up having loads of them scattered around with like only 1 or 2 dimensionals left on them. I know. I shake my head at myself sometimes too, honestly. So let's really just pop that up so it stays up, because we don't want anyone to see the mistake we've made underneath it, do we? Okay, put that all the way to the top. Stick it all the way down. Oh, there we go. Completely hidden. Wow, I feel proud of myself for that. What do you reckon? So we've got card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Thanks for joining me today. I really hope I've made you laugh through that, because I've made myself a bit insane, I feel. But there we go. It's fixed. Let me know in the comment section below which one your favourite card is. If you say number 2, I think that you've been on the wine a bit maybe this evening, but I hope it made you smile. Thanks everybody. I will see you next week, and don't forget, this set and everything else I've used today is available at my store, SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Thanks everybody. Bye. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimmandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me, and have a lovely day.